Now, from the Ashley Home Store Sports Desk, News Watch 12 Sports with Peyton Manning.
The biggest stage in high school football is set for our 4 teams. This is what you play all season for, a chance to be crowned as champions. I caught up with all of our teams this week as they prepared for Championship Saturday. So let's start with Coach Singler and the South Medford Panthers. South Medford is taking on Sunset for the Columbia Cup. The Panthers have been dominant during the playoffs, outscoring their opponents 120-33. Head coach Bill Singler expects nothing less from his team on Saturday and isn't feeling any pressure because he says only the best teams play during the week of Thanksgiving, and the Panthers want to finish off their season with a win.
You know, I've told them this is only the 3rd time in my 26 years at South that we've practiced during Thanksgiving weekend. So if you're practicing Thanksgiving weekend, you're deep in the playoffs. You're either in the semis or the finals. And so from that standpoint, it's kind of neat. You know, the kids have had a good time. Guys have handled it real well. I think the seniors sense that it's finally coming to an end. We have a finish line. And yeah, we just want them to go out with a good taste in our mouth, and one more game left, and we'll see where the chips fall.
Playing for their first 4A state title since 1982 and first title under head coach Alex Stork is the Henley Hornets. The Hornets are a powerhouse team looking to make some history. With a state leading scorer in Logan Whitlock and a sophomore dual threat quarterback in Joseph Janey, Marist Catholic will have their hands full. Coach Stork expects his team to find the holes and expose the Spartans' weaknesses.
They've shown in weeks past is that they really stack the box and that they play a lot of man coverage because they have great athletes in the secondary, and so we're expecting that. With some of our great athletes, we're expecting maybe a couple different looks based on what they like to do, but it seems like they've been pretty consistent with what they've done all season long, so we don't expect them to change.
A second consecutive title is 1 game away for Cascade Christian. On Saturday, the Challengers will face their toughest task of the season when they take on number 1 Banks. Cascade Christian has never shied away from an opponent and has never given anyone a reason to doubt their ability to win games. The Challengers have playmakers on both sides of the ball, and head coach John Getman says his team is resilient and they're prepared for battle.
You know, just excited for all the work that the kids have put in, and looking forward to it. It's a great team that we'll be going against, and just hope that your preparation, you've done all the things that you can to prepare for it. They're resilient. What they've shown in the playoffs is they just battle. They've battled through quite a bit. From first playoff game to where we were last week against Dayton, and that's the number one thing that you ask for is just kids that just battle and persevere through it all.
A back-to-back state championship is also in reach for Lost River. The top-seeded Raiders will take on number 2 Crane for the title. Both teams are undefeated heading into this matchup. However, Lost River is no stranger to a game of this magnitude. Head coach Dennis Dunley says his team needs to keep their focus on how good they can play, saying they will need to stick to the basics of the game to walk away as champions.
Obviously, our kids have been there a year ago, a large majority of them, and they know certainly what that is about and won't be awestruck by that. But it's still exciting and it's still different. I think the biggest thing for us, for me and our coaches, is we've been there, several times over the years, and we have lost, we have won. At the end of the day, it's just making sure that we prepare the same because it's still just another game. And you cannot lose sight of the fact that, it's blocking and tackling. It doesn't matter what game it is. And so can we just, maintain our focus and just go play, as good as we can play.
That wraps it up for sports this morning. But coming up tonight on College Football Game Night, we'll have highlights from all your favorite rivalry games, and we'll break down the Ducks versus Beavers game for you. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll see you right back here tonight at 8 p.m.